Today's topic is one that is near and dear to my heart, focusing on how partners can participate in Microsoft community events.
So, are we talking about regional events hosted by Microsoft or by other partners?
No, actually, neither of those. I'm separating the larger marquee events like Build or Ignite and other partner events with those smaller events that are typically hosted by user groups and other members of the community. Over the last decade, I've helped organize and host dozens of events such as SharePoint Saturdays, Microsoft 365 Community Days. I did some Azure and blockchain events, different things like that. Almost all of these events, they come directly from the community, individuals, MVPs, or just experts that are out there that have a neutral approach that's not tied to any specific company or brand or logo. Microsoft and other partners have helped sponsor and funded a lot of those events, but the community is what made them happen.
And as far as partner participation, isn't it similar to sponsoring a Microsoft event? For example, there's a formal call for sponsors with a brochure of some kind outlining various marketing and promotional opportunities.
Sometimes, yes, you might have things that are a little more formal. For many of the events that I help organize, certainly we always try to have those sponsorship packets and available, have all of the different levels of sponsorship clearly defined. But where community events differ with the marquee events is in flexibility in sponsorship opportunities. There's usually more room for you to get really creative and work with the organizers to shape a sponsorship into something that might better fit with your marketing goals or even specific campaign activities that you're already engaged in.
Well, that's interesting. So, when you sign up for a sponsor opportunity at a regional event, let's say M365 Community Day event in Dallas, Texas, you can sign up for a booth, which may be outlined in the sponsorship package. But what else do you do?
Well, first, I would talk with the organizers about other sponsorship opportunities, such as maybe hosting the speaker dinner or sponsoring speaker or attendee shirts. It's a really popular thing. Second, I would be transparent about your goals. Talk about your specific campaign alignment goals. For example, if you're releasing a new product or you're launching a new service, think about maybe you do a sponsored lunchtime talk where you go through and talk about that new offering. You can also maybe fund an additional email blast. Maybe the organizers weren't even thinking about that, but they can push something out to their list that you can sponsor with your specific campaign. With the event scheduled on Saturday, I might even consider renting out space in a nearby convention center or hotel, so that I can offer like a half day, like a preview of the event where you define the speakers and the guests that are participating there. Maybe have it as a kind of a networking event prior to the event. What's great about that is that with all of the marketing that's happening, you're piggybacking on top of the event to promote that side event. It's a great opportunity.
It is. We actually do this at AvePoint quite often. We want to get a number of partners together for an event. We kind of find something else that's similar in industry to what we want to talk about. So it's still relevant for the same partners we want to target to come. And then we do something typically the day before. Most folks, most times at the end of a conference, folks are ready to go home. So the day before tends to work really well. But overall, it's a great idea. The event team is already doing a ton of marketing around that event, which you can leverage to create a more focused event the day prior or the following day if it fits in the schedule.
One other suggestion is to join forces with other partners who may also be attending. And this is something that I know, again, AvePoint, we do this all the time. And so it's something we're always looking for our partners that say, hey, AvePoint, are you participating in this event? We're going to be there. We're already sponsoring. Can we do some activity together? And you spread the cost. So we're always trying to be aware of partners that are there, that are, friends of AvePoint that are there, our community champions, for example, so that we can find these interesting joint marketing opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the easy one's also just a happy hour afterwards. I've seen that happen a lot. We've done that a lot. It's easy enough to have a space, find a restaurant, just throw it together, and it's a really nice way to just kind of take some steam off and do some networking. I really do love the overall concept, and you share the cost, and also potentially share the leads.
Exactly. And to recap, the goal is to look beyond just the defined sponsorship opportunities and do something that helps you rise above the noise of the crowd.
Yeah, Excellent advice. And as always, it begins by joining the AvePoint Partner Program and then working with your partner or manager to build out your success plan. And if you haven't done so already, join us. AvePoint's Partner Program by coming to avepoint.com/partners.